Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Giants going up against the Buccaneers.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line with the New York Giants. They run with a fifth-round man, Paul Perkins. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. They go with Perkins again. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. A play fake. Now Webb. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Webb. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Braith, the tight end's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jameis to throw it. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Spinning past him. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 1st down, it's Webb. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. In motion comes the tight end left. Play clock winding down. 1st and goal, Perkins. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Shorter back, Perkins run it. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Paul Perkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one complete to Anderson. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Webb. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 2nd down, Perkins. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Paul Perkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Play action now. Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 3rd and long for Winston. And a big gain that time. He's out. Bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. First down throw for Winston. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 45 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They run. Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Denard Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Now a first down throw. Webb. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down, Winston. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics, but in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Brate had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores.
Under 10. Ready. Blue ready.
They'll run here with Robinson, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First and 10, Winston. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the run, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Denard Robinson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And he's able to put it through. A second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Off play action, it's Webb. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Culliver. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Hey, 80's yours. 80's yours. Ready? See, listen. Hey, you're running out of it.
Play fake. Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
On draft night, I kept wondering, why is O.J. Howard still on the board? And they ended out at Tampa at number 19, and they're ecstatic to have this guy who ran 4.51.
Actually, the first time that the Bucs have ever drafted a tight end in round number 1, and they got a good one. On third down, Winston. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A big hit. Knocked out sideways at the 46. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Tough running, but not a ton to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Off the play fake. Webb. And he's got the open man. It's Marshall on the comebacker. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game,
this is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Jameis now on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jonathan Casillas in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now Jameis on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. Winston. Dancing to his left. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Winston now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Denard Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A second down throw for Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Anderson. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Second down, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yard. Doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come out here in the eye. And he motions the wide receiver. Webb. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Broncos out to an early lead against the Raiders. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They go play action. Winston. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. This is fielded at the goal line. A nice little juke. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second down throw for Winston. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul able to drop him for a loss of 4. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Jameis to throw it. Now he's flushed out right. The ball comes out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Well, that's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Perkins. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Webb now from the gun. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This is fielded at the goal line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Off the play fake, Winston rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
play fake. Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down, Winston. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a first down throw. Webb. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Levante David. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Let's go.
On second down, Webb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Rhett Ellison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. No gain on the play there. Second down. Play action now. Winston sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready. 150, 150. Hey, we got 3 out, 3 out. Switch. Flip.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs.
Ready. 125.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Here's Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Devon Kennard in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing, Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A 1st down throw for Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, he'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On play action, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Winston from the gun on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 19 yards there on the pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. From the red zone now, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And tough starting field position here. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Off play action, it's Webb. And Ingram holds it in. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Perkins on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, they go to Perkins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Webb. And he fights through one man. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Chris Baker able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That one goes for 24 yards. Jameis now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A play fake. Now Webb. Looking for Shepard deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Now Jameis on second down. Steps away to his left. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Winston. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Ready. Blue ready. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. My 50. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Off the play fake. Winston. They'll roll him out right. And he's got some space here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Ready. Blue ready. Single. Got a single slot.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 4. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done. O.J. Howard's career numbers at Alabama are not going to blow you away considering his talent, but the national...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.